Okay, welcome to the Basic Computer Repair and Networking, Chapter 11, Printers Presentation Lecture. Please make sure that you have your note guide so that you can take notes as we go through the content of Chapter 11. Printers. Printers are electromechanical devices that convert computer data into text or graphics. They can also produce images on paper or even presentation media. Now, a PC technician, typically responsible for the installation, configuration, maintenance, and troubleshooting of printers, is quite common. However, in the personal computing side, we might have printers at home that we have to do the installing ourselves, which will usually require running an installation disk into your computer so drivers can be loaded and can work hand in hand with your operating system. One type of printer that's available to us is laser printers, laser printer operations. They use electrophotographic process, or EP. EP is a photographic process using a combination of static electricity, light, dry chemical compounds, pressure, and even heat in order to produce images and text on paper. Now, when it comes to laser printer operations, we can break it down into a 7-step process. Number 1 is going to be processing. You'll see a notification on the printer that it is processing a potential job. It might give you a notification that it's charging the drum. Then it would expose the image, develop the image, transfer the image, fuse the image, and then finally at the end, clean the drum. LED printers. These use an array of light-emitting diodes, also known as LEDs, rather than a laser to write an image. LED printer operation is very similar to a laser, but it is a little bit different. It eliminates several moving parts required by laser printers, and it can claim better reliability because there are fewer mechanical parts that could fail in an LED printing process. Inkjet operation, which may still be some of the most common types of printers that we have in our homes. Inkjet printers usually specially designed for cartridges that spray fine mist of ink as they move horizontally in front of a sheet of paper. That's how the image is produced. They are also referred to as bubble jet printers. They fire ink onto the printer paper. They are used with different types of ink in order to make images and color printed copies: cyan, magenta, yellow, black, also known as CMYK. And inkjet printers use thermal resistors, which is able to produce a force that fires a drop of ink onto the paper, thus creating the image or the printed document requested by the user. Dot matrix printers, older printers, these use a pattern of small dots to create an image or text. These are older. They consist of a line of small metal rods called print pins. They're slow, they're very noisy, they require a special type of paper in order for dot matrix image to be printed, and they are also correspond quite often with paper jams which occur with dot matrix printers. Color thermal printer operation. This applies color by heating a special ribbon that is coated with wax-like material. Now, in these situations, paper is run through the printing process 4 separate times, once for each color. So you can already see this is going to be a longer printing process. Used for high quality drawings and illustrations. Color thermal printers are used for mass copies and are not commonly found in homes. More of the industrial or professional sector of printing. Dye sublimated printer operation. Dye sublimated printers produce near photo quality printed images by vaporizing inks, which then solidify onto the paper. So the dye sublimation printer include the drum, transfer roll, and the heater. They provide higher resolution, better color presentation. In order for them to do that, the drum must rotate 4 times with a different color, transferring the roll in each rotation. And the printer and materials are very, very expensive. Another reason why a lot of these types of printers are not found in homes. Solid ink printer operation. This uses solid ink cartridges similar to wax. The printhead consists of 4 long rows of many individualized nozzles, which is the CMYK, so the cyan, the magenta, the yellow, and the black. Those colors are being used to make these images. Prints on ordinary paper. Printer and ink supplies are expensive compared to the inkjet or laser printers, which again is why inkjet and laser printers are the most common types of printers that are used in homes. Now the all-in-one product, I actually have one of these in my home. All-in-one units are a combination of 4 common office devices that rely on printing techniques and accomplish their tasks: printer, fax, copier, and even scanner. Now an advantage to an all-in-one is they are cost-effective way to purchase equipment, but a disadvantage is that when a machine fails, none of the devices can be used. So if that machine fails, you can't use any of the 4 applications of that machine. And that concludes the presentation lecture on printers. Please make sure, if you have to go back and revisit the slides to make sure that you have the notes for Chapter 11, and I will see you next time we meet in class.